Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good people, come on in, come on in, come on into the chat. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Last day of the month, March 31st, man. What is that? What is that? Why is somebody calling me from somewhere? Yeah. Oh, like, mm-mm. Mm, people are crazy. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Last day of the month, man. Tomorrow is April. Tomorrow is also a pink full moon, man. Tap into the energy. Tap into the energy. Although my body is a little tired, right? Working out, man. Still not getting enough sleep, man. You guys already know by now. Um I love being up early and I love being up late, and I gotta figure out a better way, and I will figure out a better way. Right. And actually it's probably gonna be a while before I figure out the better way. It's gonna be a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings as we build this thing out, man, and really, really, really begin to remove like not just distractions, but to really hone in on a freaking goal. Um, because this shit is so real and it's so possible. And this is like all I want to do right now is make this shit happen, to build this world healing system, to build continuum, to build freaking this Neuro Soul Liberation University, this educational institution for adults, to teach them, right, how to rewire your brain, to teach them how to reframe that trauma, to teach them how to get out of their limiting beliefs, to teach them the 7 pillars of a healthy brain, to teach them, right, to really teach this shit and to then certify this shit so that they then can go out into the world and teach other adults. And then as we build the academy, teach the young people, teach the children, right, as early as possible. We already did a show. I'm streaming every night. If you guys don't know, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single night. I'm streaming. And just the day before last, we talked about what education should look like. Now, education should be about developing the human being, not about creating workers, not about like developing memory. No, develop the whole human being, emotions, spirit, purpose, right? Health and wellness, how to manage, maintain, grow relationships. That's what education should be about, and clearly more, right? So I'm excited. I'm more excited than I've ever been. This is the biggest thing that I've ever done, the biggest task that I've ever undertaken, right? But it was 100% a download from the divine, a download from God. There's no way possible I could have came up with this. I would not have came up with this. I'm an artist. I mean, yes, I'm a creator, art creation, right? But I've always just wanted to make films, right, and create talk shows and TV shows and shit like that. But here we are building a whole system, a whole healing system, and yeah, this shit is got my mind going. Um, but I'm pacing myself because I got I'm not eating. Right, today's day 18 of no food. I have not eaten in 18 days. I don't know if you guys know. That shit is massive. It's massive. 18 days without food. It's fucking brutal. It's tough. Especially when you're still working out. Especially when you're still doing a great. I'm not doing all of the things now. Right, a lot of things I put on pause. I stopped doing organizational work. I stopped doing um, not getting paid. Right. I stopped doing a lot of shit. Some shit I kept doing. Some shit like one offs I took. Okay, cool. I can muster the energy for one day for a few hours. But all energy is focused on this fast, this hunger strike, and addressing these systems that have failed us, all right, and raising the awareness and raising the funds to build a new system. To build a new system is a new way, because humanity is desperate at this point. Humanity is falling the fuck apart. There are so many people dealing with so many crises: housing crises, mental health, emotional health crises, physical health crises. Right? The political climate is insane, across the world. And all of that, the world is how it is because of education, essentially. If you change education, you change everything. So I'm about to ramp it up, man. April, especially once I get outside. I'll be outside this weekend. I was planning initially to be outside by tomorrow first. But I still got some packing to do in my crib. Still got to get my shit out of here. I'm gonna go to storage today, figure out the storage situation. And this weekend I'll be out of my crib and I will be in the streets in a tent, set up for 30 days, a little more than 30 days, give or take. Right? If I get out there, Saturday is the 4th. I'll be out there from Saturday, April 4th till April 4th, May 4th. Right? So that'll be about 30 days exactly. I might stay out to May 5th. Right? Who knows? But give or take around that time, 30, 31 days, man, we're going to be outside in the motherfucking streets, raising this awareness, man, sounding this fucking alarm. I'm bringing my bullhorn out, bringing my speaker, and we're gonna work. We're gonna work, and we're gonna fast, and we're gonna hunger strike, and we're gonna talk about this shit every single day with as many people as possible, and see what the fuck happens. Right. But welcome. AR Motor, what's going on, my brother? Sefu Sankofa, thanks for checking in. We are here Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, we are also on TikTok Live. Thanks for those who tuning in on all the different platforms. I love you guys. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys. This is episode 595 episode of SR Daily. It's 2 years plus we've been doing this shit. This is like the most satisfying thing that I've ever done. I've never been so consistent. The only thing I've done more consistent than this, right, was be present in my children's lives, right, up until an absence that wasn't my choice, right. Other than that, it's been just fucking waking up and being alive, right? Those are the 3 most consistent things I've done. So like doing this shit, man, I'm so fucking proud of myself for showing up every day. When I'm tired, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, when I'm hurt, when I don't fucking really feel like it, still doing it. That's what commitment is. That's what discipline is. And that's how we get shit done. So we're going to jump into the show, man. We're going to jump into the show. Once again, Tuesday, March 31st, 2026, episode 595. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is the word of the day. And today's word is something that I've heard a while ago, listened to it again yesterday, and it just hit me. And it was like, I want to talk about this. Napoleon Hill, right? It's not one word, it's 3 words, but it's one, it has one meaning. Definiteness of purpose. Definiteness of purpose. Your definiteness of purpose. Listen, this shit is, hold on. I wrote something twice. All right. Definiteness of purpose is the Napoleon Hill principle of having a crystal clear, specific, and written goal backed by a burning desire and a concrete plan for its achievement. It serves as a personal compass that eliminates drifting, focuses effort, and inspires action. It is considered the starting point of all success. I'll read that one more time. Definiteness of purpose is the Napoleon Hill principle of having a crystal clear, specific, and written goal backed by a burning desire and concrete plan for its achievement. It serves as a personal compass that eliminates drifting, focuses effort, and inspires action. It is considered the starting point of all success. If you don't know who Napoleon Hill is, look him up, but he is thought to be one of the greatest speakers, coaches, and minds, specifically in personal development in the history of the world. So key aspects of definiteness of purpose: absolute clarity, knowing exactly what you want to achieve, whether it's a financial target, a career goal, or personal development, rather than having a vague wish. We know that most people wish upon a motherfucking star, and those wishes never come true. They never materialize, and so people stay stuck in the same exact cycles for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years even. A burning desire, passion and commitment that compel you to act on your goal despite obstacles. Don't I know it? I have a definiteness of purpose for sure. A concrete plan, a specific written and time-bound plan of action. The why and what. Understanding not only what you want, but why you want it, to maintain motivation, to maintain inspiration, and to maintain your discipline, your why, right? Start with why. It's a whole book that I have. I read years ago, and I have it now. Start with fucking why. So now, why definiteness of purpose is important. It prevents drifting. It keeps you from washing. It keeps you from wasting time and effort on aimless activities. Somebody asked me to do some shit recently. I'm like, no, it's literally not aligned with anything that I'm doing right now. Right? So no, I'm not doing it. The two things that I did do, the facilitation at the Brooklyn Hospital, right? The healing circle, that was 100% in alignment with what I do. It's brain science, right? Helping people heal, transform trauma, helping people learn how to communicate better, 100% aligned. The guided meditation thing I did at Columbia University, Beyond Bars conference this past weekend, 100% in alignment with where I'm going, right? And the goal. So yeah, prevents drifting, keeps you from wasting time and effort on aimless activities, facilitates decision making. A firm purpose makes it easier to make choices that align with your ultimate goal. Attracts opportunity. It forces you to recognize opportunities related to your goal. Builds resilience. A firm purpose allows for flexibility in plans without changing the final goal, ensuring you persevere despite temporary defeat. Yo, this shit is me, man. Right? Like I've been flexible in my plans over the last 19 years, but I have not changed my goal, which is to heal the world and make it a better place. That is my goal, to build a healed world that benefits all living beings and ultimately those who are not even here yet, right? Um, and I've been able to persevere despite temporary defeat. I've definitely lost. I've definitely failed. I've definitely missed the mark a bunch of times. Started shit that didn't work out. Started shit that fell apart, right? Been left in the dirt, left for dead many times, but we're still here. So how do you develop definiteness of purpose? First, you define the goal. Define clearly what you want. You write it down. You document your goal on paper. You set a deadline. You establish a specific, realistic date for achievement. You create a plan. You outline the steps required, and you review that shit daily. You reiterate your purpose daily to keep it in your conscious mind, to keep that shit in your conscious mind until it burns into your subconscious. And then now everything you do, even subtly, subconsciously, is related to that goal. Right? But let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Said Food said, be truthful today. Mona said, happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday blessings. AR said, clarity comes with fasting. Flesh be spirit. Flesh ain't eating in that time, so the spirit is absolutely replenished. Absolutely. 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 100%, my brother. Let's go to our second segment of the day, man. Our need to know news segment of the day. My beloved brother, Frank Brown said, Food said, Kofa sent me some shit yesterday. I looked at it and pulled up an article. So there is currently a drug that was approved last year in Cuba that is helping people, specifically Americans, who are dealing with Alzheimer's disease. And so I actually spoke before about something similar a couple of months ago. But let's read this article from the Belly of the Beast Cuban website, right? And let's talk about this shit. Shout out to brother Frank Brown, because this shit is powerful information, necessary information. And yeah, let's read this article. So, U.S. citizens in Cuba for new breakthrough Alzheimer's treatment, February 27, 2026. A small but growing number of U.S. citizens are traveling to Havana for a breakthrough new treatment for Alzheimer's, a disease that systematically destroys a person's memory, personality, and ability to function. Studies show that, unlike all other medications available for the disease, Cuba's neural sim not only stabilizes patients, in more than half of cases, it reverses many of the symptoms of Alzheimer's. Cuba approved the medication for use last year following several years of medical trials. Dr. Bill Blanchard from Colorado has been accompanying his patients to Havana and says the impact of NeuroSim on many of them in just 6 months has been life-changing. An upcoming Belly of the Beast documentary, Teresita's Dream, tracks the research and development of NeuroSim. It meets the Cuban scientists behind it, focusing on Dr. Teresa Rodriguez, who was driven by her mother's battle with Alzheimer's. Now, as a video, I'm going to read some of the transcript. In the midst of an oil blockade, power cuts, and fuel shortages, a group of U.S. citizens have ignored warnings from politicians at home against traveling to Cuba. They're in Havana, accompanied by Colorado-based physician Dr. Bill Blanchard, to receive a potentially revolutionary treatment for Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Blanchard of Boulder Internal Medicine describes how the medication works in an interview with Belly of the Beast. NeuroSim, or NeuroEPO Plus, is a medication that's derived from I can't even pronounce this shit. Erythropoietin, Erythropoietin is a substance made by our kidneys that tells our bodies to make more red blood cells. It's also produced by neurons in our brain, right? When everything neuro, right? And when our brain is injured, the neuroEPO, which is ethnoprotein, helps the brain heal, stimulates production of brain growth factor, reduces inflammation in the brain, prolongs the life expectancy of old brain cells, and actually induces production of new brain cells. Researched and developed by Cuba's Center for Molecular Immunology, the drug has been through several years of trials involving hundreds of patients. The results have been staggering. The first trial they did with this particular drug is called the Athenia trial. You can actually find it on an NIH website in the US, explains Dr. Blanchett. Detailing the trial results, he says, at the end of the first year, 85% of the people on placebo had progression of their dementia. 54% of people on treatment had improvement in their dementia, and 30% were stable. So 84% had improvement or stability of their dementia. By the end of 3 years, everyone who was stable or improved at 1 year was still stable or improved at 3 years. That's incredible. So many sirens in this area. I'm so over them. It's always a fucking siren. With positive results and no major side effects observed in the trials, last year Cuba's Ministry of Health approved the drug for patients with mild to moderate Alzheimer's. A small but growing number of U.S. citizens are now traveling to Havana for the treatment. Among them is 86-year-old Russ Buckley. My wife was concerned about my word finding in mathematical and, most importantly, personality deterioration, Russ says. He describes how things have changed in the 6 months since starting on NeuroSim. I have a happy wife because things have improved significantly. Primarily, my personality has gone back to its crazy original self. I still have some word finding problems, but I spit it out and it works. Before, I would call an apricot an asparagus or avocado and never get to the apricot. It's usually friends and family of a patient that notice changes first. Evaristo Ramirez Aguilar has flown in with the group to collect medication for his father-in-law, telling us what things were like before the treatment. Evaristo says he had become really quiet and he was just sitting down without participating in a conversation, just being there. And now he's been on his medication for about 6 months, and he started asking me all kinds of technical questions, which didn't happen in the past. He started being himself again. He's enjoying now getting into the computer, searching things on Google, and even looking at emails, as smiling Evaristo says. 52 of Dr. Blanchett's Colorado patients are now being treated by La Pradera Medical Institute in Cuba and being given NeuroSim. He says he's observed positive changes in many. These are patients who are being prescribed the drug in Cuba, but we are following them very closely. We do a Montreal Cognitive Assessment, MOCA. We also do an auditory evoked response, EEG, which measures speed and function of different activities in the brain. And what we're seeing is patients are improving on both of those metrics. Going on to give an example of a patient receiving the treatment, Dr. Blanchett says she was at the point where she could not name her grandchildren. She could not tell me what day of the week it was, what month or what year it was. She could not tell me what she had for breakfast that morning. 6 months later, she's able to tell me what she had for breakfast. She's able to name her grandchildren by children. She told me the day of the week and the day of the month. I talked to her daughter and said, "So how's your mom doing?" And the response was, "Oh my God, she's so good. She dances, she socializes, she's her old self again." Dr. Blanchett adds, "I'm seeing with my own eyes in my own clinic ongoing improvement in these patients that is just inspiring." Staff from Dr. Blanchett's clinic in Colorado have also noticed the improvements. It's been interesting to see the differences that the patients have been noticing themselves, but not only themselves, their family members that live with them on a daily basis. Being able to learn more about NeuroSim and having access to that for our patients and to see the data that it has been working, it's incredible, says medical assistant Betsy Herrera. It's a lot more. I'm not going to read the rest of it. You can look it up. Again, it's bellyofthebeastcuba.com. You can Google U.S. citizens in Cuba for new breakthrough. You can Google Cuba breakthrough for Alzheimer's. You can read more for yourself. But super dope, super dope, super proud, super inspiring. There are some really good people out there doing really good things, man, and I'm grateful to be alive during this time to see so many fucking medical breakthroughs. Let's go to our third segment of the day. Our third segment is always our tip of the day. Today's tip, man, is to freaking learn things, or to learn that things change and everything has its time. That is a real tip for the whole world. Learn that things change and everything has its time. Do not be like the folks of the old days who fought against every single advancement in society, fought against everything, always fighting against something. This is going to destroy this, and this is going to destroy that, which ultimately a lot of things that they fought for, if not most of them, turned out to be beneficial. People fought against cars, right? People on horses fought against cars. People fought against the airplane. People fought against the cell phone. People fought against the internet. People have fought against so many things. Every single generation has people who fight against what's becoming, against what's coming, wishing to hold on things exactly as they are. It's not the point of life to evolve and grow. That's what I thought. I thought the point of life was to evolve and to grow. Yet people fight against everything. People been fighting against technology for years. People fought against the TV when it was just radio. And every single advancement, right, especially eventually, has turned out to be extremely beneficial for humans. Now people are fighting against more tech, more AI, right? People are fighting against everything. And so I understand. I watch the movies, right? I watch the fucking AI movies. I watch iRobot. I watch all of the shit and how things went left. I watched it. I seen it. I understand. And I understand that life is about evolution. And yeah, it's humans are gonna evolve one way or another, right? Whether it's tech, whether it's something else, humans are also going to ultimately, in this form, become extinct at some point in human history. At some point in human history, again, whether losing our finger, like walking differently, like things are gonna change, and so that doesn't mean you have to blindly go with every single thing. No, but to fight against everything, it's like, damn, like you really want things to stay the same. We've spoken about how fucked up things are, right? How fucked up the world has been for a very long time, the systems and all of that shit. Yet, so many people don't want change, or they want change in their way, not other people's way, right? Oh no, not like that. And it's like things change, man, and every single thing has its time, right? Every single thing has its time. I like to believe that nature, God is in all things. Nature balances herself, right? So yeah, man, it's don't be that person. Don't be like those folks who fight every single thing that is coming, every single thing that is becoming because you don't agree with it, because you are afraid, because you don't have the right knowledge for it or of it. Just mad bright, Muhammad, my bad. All right. But yeah, man, that's the tip of the day. And now I'm gonna go to the fourth segment of the day. Of course, our build of the day. All right. Today's build of the day, really is personal, man. I really just want to use my talents, man. I want to use my talents. I want to use my creativity. I want to use my intelligence to make the people around me wealthy. Like that's really it, man. And like this shit makes me emotional because everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's doing their own thing. And it's all good. And I love that people are doing their own thing. And everybody doing their own thing is also struggling, right? People are having struggles, financial struggles, administrative struggles. People are having struggles doing their own thing. And it should give me goosebumps because it really makes me emotional. Because God gave me a download: World Healing System, Continuum, Neural Soul Liberation Method, University Academy, and ultimately the Neural Soul Integrated Sciences, which are going to be our own field that we introduce in a few years. God gave me this download that I cannot bring into fruition on my own, right? I can't bring this shit into fruition on my own. And if my friends and family united with me, truly, truly, truly united with me, like in 6 months to a year tops, we could all be millionaires. We could all be millionaires. And so, like, I want to figure out a way to communicate to the people around me. Like, if you trust me, if you believe in me, if you believe in this vision, if you believe that I'm sent here by the divine to do this fucking work at a high level, if you could sacrifice, right, your own thing for 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, for a little bit of time, you could become a millionaire. And then you can go back to a shit, and then you don't gotta struggle in a lot of the ways that you're struggling. You'll have money to put into the food program. You have money to put into your documentary. You have money to put into the hip hop shit. You have money to put into all the different things, right? All of the different things, man. But like, how do I communicate that without sounding selfish, right? How do I communicate that without sounding selfish, without sounding like or I want you guys to follow me. It's like, nah, let's all follow what the future is calling for, right? Like what the future is calling for, man. A lot of us feel like we gotta do the shit now. It gotta happen now, and it's like, yes, now. But if we struggling, it's not happening now the way we wanted to. If we take a pause, focus on this car that's moving, that like I broke this shit down yesterday, man. Like this shit is a 450 to 500 billion dollar industry right now. What we're building collectively, immersive tech, human transformation tech, neuroscience based education, personal development, personal human development. Collectively, it's a 450 to 500 billion dollar industry right now, projected to hit 4 trillion, $3 to $4 trillion by 2030. Like, we do this shit right, we could build this shit, right? Collectively, build this shit, scale this shit, raise the money that we need to get it done, right? To build the prototypes, to build the product, right? To build out the curriculum, to secure a space, right? Like, shit gonna grow quick. We get institutions involved, right? We get fucking people buying in. Like, shit is so tough. So tough, man. So tough, because we could all be millionaires. That's the type of opportunity that we have with this world healing system. It's fucking massive. Again, just the tool, just Continuum in freaking Neurosoul Liberation University. Just those two alone, not including the whole vibe and Miss Juicy, right? Collectively is fucking probably $1 billion right now, the market, right? Like, we're talking about wellness, we're talking about coaching, we're talking about freaking education, Neurosoul based education in Neurosoul, which is its own niche specifically. Like, the opportunity is massive. All right. But everybody's doing their own thing. And I want to communicate, like, sacrifice, man. Like, you can have great players on the team. Before LeBron came to Miami, Dwayne Wade was the man. Dwayne Wade felt like LeBron was like, it was his time. He took a back seat. He took a moment and like allow LeBron to lead. Like, it's okay to allow somebody else to lead sometime, man. Like, we don't gotta be the leaders all the fucking time. We don't gotta be the ones doing the thing all the time. Like, it's okay to let somebody else lead. Like, how do I know that? Because there were times when I let other people lead, and there's still times when I let other people lead. I came in, my changing my life, my activism journey really headstrong, but I recognized that cool Erica Ford had the shit down pat. I recognized that Jeffrey Davis had the shit down pat. So I'm just gonna support. I'm gonna show up and support as much as I can. I'm gonna sacrifice the things that I want to do for the benefit of the whole, which is ultimately going to benefit me as well. And it did benefit me. It benefited the whole, me adding on to what they were doing, and it benefited me in the long run. The things that I learned, the skills that I developed, right? And I want to say the same thing to my friends, man, to my peoples. Like, Kimona said it right there. Get behind the person with the momentum, right? And maybe I don't have momentum. I don't fucking know. But I know that this vision is God-given, and this shit can make us all fucking millionaires. Core team, 4 or 5 people. We could all be millionaires in a couple of fucking months doing this shit right. Like, all of us. Without a shadow of a fucking doubt. The market says it. Like, the market says what it is right now. We are early. We still, like, it's only about to be April 1st. By October, November, we could be fucking millionaires, right? Like, literally, real fucking talk. So yeah, man, that's what I wanted to put out there, man. And that's vulnerable, right? Because, like, people have already said, and I'm if you know me, I'm very, like, yes, headstrong, but very, all right, well, what do you think? All right, let's do it that way. All right, that's my personality, period. No matter how headstrong I am, I understand that, again, I don't got all the fucking answers. I can't do it all by myself, nor do I want to do it all by myself. And, like, other people are more intelligent in certain areas, or more creative, or more whatever. So, like, yeah, I might have an idea. You have something that can make it better. Okay, cool, let's do it that way. And even with that personality, just because of my freaking mental toughness or my headstrongness, however you want to say it, people have said, oh, he's selfish. He just wants to do things his way. And it's like, I fucking don't. But I also know that my way works. And it's not that my way works. I do things. Most of the things I do is according to the divine. Yeah, man, I wanted to share that. Get that off my chest, get that off my heart. It got me emotional. I'm about to go lay down. I'm mad tired. I'm about to go lay down, take a nap for an hour or so. Get up and get to the fucking day. It's a beautiful day. I got laundry to do. Got to check the I'm about to say shelter. Got to check the storage out. And a lot more packing today. We got 3 more days to pack: today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Pack, get the fuck out of here, man, and hit the streets. Yo, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marson. This is episode 595 of SR Daily. 7 days from today, next Tuesday, is episode 600. We will be outside for episode 600. I think it's gonna rain next Tuesday. It's a lot of rain in April. I pick a crazy time to go outside, right? But it's all divine. It's all gonna work out the way it's supposed to. Um, but yeah, join us tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and TikTok Live. Join us tonight on YouTube, specifically, exclusively, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're streaming every night for these 50 days. Last night we talked about how immersive tech can help people grow. Tonight we're going to talk about the mental health systems of the future, what they could look like, what they should look like, how the current ones have failed us, and all of that shit, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up! The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Whew.